Good afternoon, guys. This is Mama Perry. Guys, in my pan here, I put some olive oil and I got me some sausages that I cut up real nicely. And you can use smoked beef or any sausages that you prefer, okay? So what I am doing here is I am going to let my sausages just brown real nicely, okay? I got my fire on medium, but we're going to turn it up just a notch or two, okay? So for this recipe, you are going to use sausages, okra, garlic, green onions, and you can use bell pepper, whatever you want, celery. Over here I got me some shrimps, guys, that I season up real nicely. And we are going to use our shrimps. And we have some okra, okay, for this recipe. But I am going to use tomato sauce, okay? Our sausages is brown really nicely, guys, okay? So we are going to add our garlic into the recipe. And our green onions. And you could put some onions in this recipe, guys, okay? Now, I am going to eat this over rice. I have seen people eat this recipe over spaghetti. So now that we got our onions and our garlic into our recipe, we're just going to stir it up. And you can add a little more olive oil to it if you want. What I am going to do, I am going to add our okra into the recipe also. But, so anyway, we're just going to let our okra just cook into this recipe. And it's going to fall right to pieces. So I am going to put 2 teaspoons of pepper in this recipe, okay? And we are going to use a little accent to kick up the flavor. Now guys, this is accent, and what this does is it gives the food a better flavor. It just kicks it up for you, okay? So also, guys, what you can do, if you don't want your okra to come out like my okra did, you can leave it in the water. We have our okra. We have our sausages. We got our green onions and our garlic. And as you can see, everything is just cooking up together really well here. We are going to add our tomato sauce, guys, and just let it cook and just simmer for about 20-25 minutes.
Jambalaya.
Very good over rice.
Yeah.
That's young Monte Carlos. And also with this recipe, I am going to cook some fried chicken and some rice. You can season it how you want. So in this recipe, we have sausages, we have okra, we have green onions and garlic, and regular white onions. I had a small onion that I cut up in this. So you see how wonderful that look, guys? Okay, guys, what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut this down. We're gonna let this cook for about 25 minutes. And then you're going to add your shrimps. So I have my rice cooker in the rice pot. So this is how I like my chicken, guys. And this is chicken breast, guys. Okay? These are chicken breasts, okay? And we're going to fry these up. So we're going to put some accent on our chicken. We're going to use a lot of pepper, guys, okay? So I like to use a lot of pepper. Now, if you don't like a lot of pepper, then don't use a lot of pepper, but I like a lot of pepper, guys. And also a wonderful season for chicken is chicken season. A lot of stores have it, and we are also going to use some salt. So what I do is I put a little salt on my chicken to kick up the flavor. That pepper is all over, okay? So I am going to move my pan in the front here. And I'm going to turn this one down, and I'm going to turn this one up so our grease can get good and hot. So what we're going to do, we're going to shake it up like this, guys. So, when you season your chicken, make sure you season it really good. So now that our grease is getting good and hot, we are going to take our chicken breasts and put it into the grease. As you can see, I have about this much oil in my pan. I don't like to fry chicken with a lot of grease. So, as you can see, our grease is not quite hot enough yet. Okay. So I am going to let that grease get a little hotter, and then we are going to put the rest of our chicken in. We're going to let our chicken cook up here. I got my rice pot over there with my rice in it. And I just want to say thank you once again for supporting me. And I wanted you to see how our jambalaya came out. And this is your shrimps and your okra and your sausages and everything cooked together. Also, guys, if you have a family member that don't like shrimp and they jambalaya, then you could just serve it with okra and sausage. I am going to share a video this week about this wonderful recipe that I learned from a friend of mine.